Quick, graph y equals 1 over x plus 2 by hand 2 different ways. This is part of the Family of Functions series. You will need graph paper, or you can download this PDF and print it. Press pause anytime as needed. The first way is we're going to use what I call the reciprocal dance. We need to identify the center point, which is normally at the origin, but because of the plus 2 in the equation, we need to move that center point up 2 units at 0, 2. So plot in a light orange color. And through the center, we're going to draw the asymptotes with dotted lines. So y equals 2 and x equals 0 are going to be our asymptotes. From the center point, we're going to plot 6 key points. Here's where the reciprocal dance comes in. Write 1, up 1 from that point, because the reciprocal of 1 is 1. Write 2 up only a half, because the reciprocal of 2 is a half. And write a half up 2, the reciprocal of a half is 2. Moving to the so-called new third quadrant, left 1, down 1, the reciprocal of -1 is -1. Left 2, down a half, because the reciprocal of -2 is a half. And left a half, down 2, because the reciprocal of a half is -2. So we'll go ahead and connect those points with 2 branches of a hyperbola. And then I'd like to compare that to the parent function. And notice that from the blue graph to the green graph, you go up to there. You go up to from that point, and you also go up to from that point, in fact, any point. The second way is using a table, and we're going to use the y equals 1 over x table of these 6 points to start with. We're going to add 2 to each of the y coordinates, again, because that's what it says to do in the equation. So I'm going to take that half and add 2. Think of 2 as 4 halves. 1 half plus 4 halves is 5 halves. So I'll plot 2, 2.5. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plot 1, 3. 2 plus 2 is 4, so plot a half, 4. And now going the other direction, -2 plus 2 is 0, so -1/2, 0. -1 plus 2 is +1, so -1, 1. And -1/2 plus 2, think of 2 as 4 halves. -1/2 plus 4 halves is 3 halves, so -2 up 1.5. Again, we should draw in the asymptotes as dotted lines, and then connect the points into 2 branches of a hyperbola. Comparing that to the parent function. Now you try one. Graph y equals 1 over x plus 4. Use either method or both for the practice. Press pause to do this and resume when you're finished to check. And here's the answer. Reciprocal function shifted up 4 units.